Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel, All Things Janelli. Today I'm just going to talk you through my September monthly bullet journal setup and just my themes behind deciding to do this kind of setup. So for September I decided to do a Totally Spies inspired bullet journal. If you want to watch a few of my other bullet journal videos as well, I will also pin them and also link them below for other ones. On my channel, if you're new here, my name is Janelli and I do bullet journal content, drawing, and I'm also doing some bookish content on my YouTube channel as well. I have always really loved drawing and art and coloring and things like that, so I want to kind of share that with everybody else. I kind of take a different viewpoint on bullet journaling. I really love doing a monthly title page, and I really like to base my monthly title pages and themes based on characters or things that like take a little bit longer to do. So sometimes I might not do a specific month, or I might choose a simpler decoration style or theme, or I might choose a more complicated decoration or theme. For the last couple of years, August has been the time where I kind of go really out for my September themes because I'm usually on holiday. So because I'm on holiday, I had a little bit more time to draw and kind of do some more artistic versions of my theme. So I have done a Care Bears theme before, I've done a One Piece theme before, I have done Naruto theme before, so it kind of just depends really what I want to do. I've also done a Barbie theme before. All of those videos can be found on my YouTube channel as well. So this time I decided to do a Totally Spies theme. Totally Spies is a cartoon that kind of follows three girls who are spies. Kind of relate, like to me, it kind of reminded me of Powerpuff Girls, but in a different kind of way. But more like teenage Powerpuff Girl kind of vibe with awesome kind of fashion sense as well. So I grew up watching Totally Spies from when I was quite young, maybe like 10, 11, 12 years old. And I really loved watching it as a child, and I thought I'd incorporate it into my September bullet journal because I like the outfits that they wear, and I thought it'd be really fun to draw their outfits and the characters as well. I decided to start off with a Totally Spies logo theme to draw September. So what I did was I sketched out what September would look like in the banana stripe font, if I remember that's what it's called. So for Totally Spies, their font is banana stripe, and I just did September 2024 in that kind of font. I drew everything out freehand as I always do, and then I decided to go in with the yellow, the kind of pinkish purplish color, and the purple for the kind of inside part of it. It was really important for me to sketch all of this out to begin with, because otherwise I don't think I would have got any of it correct as well. So I hope that you like how it turned out. I really like how it turned out. It took me ages and it was extremely tedious to do as well. And then in the background, I decided to do a few flowers. So I saw this kind of, I would say, pattern come up quite a lot when I looked up Totally Spies on Pinterest or Google. So I decided to add that to my bullet journal as well. In the background, you see it kind of come around in lots of different of the pages as well. Once I did the kind of flowers and the logo of it all, I decided to also do a bit of a Polaroid drawing about that focuses on them as characters, because I do want the characters to kind of weave through my weeklies, but also some of my other habit trackers or health trackers or mood trackers as well. And I wanted to incorporate the theme as much as possible in my bullet journal. So I often draw the characters on the first page. I decided to opt with drawing the three main characters, Alex, Sam and Clover. Alex was my favorite. I'm really not really sure why I really liked her that much when I was watching it when I was younger, but she was my favorite. I think it was just her overall style, and maybe because she had dark hair, and I could mostly relate to how she looked compared to the other two characters as well. So I decided to draw it in a very cartoony early 2000s vibe. I'm going for like cartoony but early 2000s vibe for my bullet journal. So I'm not looking for really neat and clean lines, but kind of a cartoony outline with some highlights and things like that. This took me quite a long time to draw, so like the sketching process and the coloring process with the highlights and the shadows as well was a little bit difficult, but I really enjoyed how it came out, and I really loved the vibrant colors of the clothes, but also the hair as well. The hair was the most important part for me. I really enjoyed coloring the hair, and I mainly used my Prismacolor pencils to do this because I was going for a softer look rather than using crayons or using markers as well, because I think that would have given a little bit more of a block color look, and I was looking for more of a blended drawing kind of look to kind of match the theme of Totally Spies and the early 2000s vibe of it coming on TV and it being really nostalgic as well. But I also chose this particular pose because I thought that it kind of gave a modern look to it all. They're putting up their hands in kind of like the peace sign and they're all laughing, and I thought that could make me feel really positive about September and things like that. Moving on to the next spread, this is my calendar spread. This is where I did the same logo as before with the Totally Spies kind of theme of outlining with a Prismacolor pencil and then going around it with a Crayola marker in like a darkish purpley blue color to match the Totally Spies theme. And then I decided to do a bigger calendar because usually in September I have a lot of things going on. So it's like January where I always do like a big calendar, and you can also see me do this calendar in a different video in my January 2024 monthly video. I did something very, very similar to this, and I really liked how that one came out in comparison to this one. But I still think it's quite cute, and it goes with the theme of Totally Spies as well. I just think I could have probably put the colours in a different order to kind of make it look a little bit more appealing, but it definitely is going to be useful for me to use throughout September. I'm going to be able to put everything that's going on, and I'm going to be able to kind of track the main events that are going on right then and there without having to be very convoluted about where to put things. I also had like a little side table about important dates just to make sure I'm kind of keeping track of what days are really, really important. I try to keep my journal extremely separate from work, so I might have a little bit of work things like, oh, today's the day that I'm doing this meeting or this is going on. I try to keep it extremely separate from work and just have it as my personal stuff. If there is something that is really important that kind of goes over into my personal life, for example, parents' evening, for example, I might put it on there because it goes into my personal time after 5 p.m. So I need to remember, oh yeah, I need to do this that day, and it kind of affects my rest of my week. So I literally will put that on there, but anything else doesn't go on there. It's just my personal life on there, my personal journal. This is my personal journal for my personal life. I do have another journal for work. If you want me to go into detail with my work journal, I can also show that too, if you would like to see that on my channel. But for right now, I'm just doing my personal journal and just decking that out as well. This is where I kind of feel like I kind of messed up a little bit, because during the logo of Totally Spies, the purplish color is like the second color. And then I decided to go with yellow rather than the purpley pinky color. But I thought it would probably give it like a more of a pop rather than it going around and around the same kind of colors and it kind of clashing with the title. But I really still like it. I think it's funky. I think it's cool. I think it's different, and I'm just gonna make the most of this spread. For these two spreads, I decided to do something completely different. I've never really done two spreads per page before, but for my mood spread, I wanted it to just be one page for my mood tracker. This is quite important for me to track because my mood definitely changes depending on what's going on in my life, as does everybody else's, but sometimes I start to see a pattern and I really like tracking it because then I can go, okay, this month was extremely a sad month, a depressing month. What was going on in my life? Depending on that, and then some other months I might feel really happy. So for example, my August moods trackers are always so much more vibrant than my, for example, December mood trackers. It just all depends on what's going on at the moment in time, and I really like tracking it in really creative ways. I decided to draw the little mirror that they use to communicate with the boss in Totally Spies to track my mood, and then I also drew some kind of faceless animated characters at the bottom of Alex and then also Clover as well. Alex and Clover, again, is two of my favorite characters out of the three. So I decided to kind of incorporate them a little bit more. Then Clover, I'm really sorry to to Sam. Really sorry to Sam, but I just didn't draw her as much. But I think I am going to draw her more in my weeklies because I really like her vibrant red hair, and I like to kind of colour that in with a merge of different Prismacolor colours. So I will make sure I put Sam in a little bit more for all the people who probably like Sam a little bit more than me. So I decided to do the logo exactly the same, and then I had my moods down the side. I tried to get a lot of different moods involved, so to kind of allow myself some freedom of what exactly am I feeling, why am I feeling that way, and is there any cause to it. It just allows me to kind of reflect on the day, and I will be posting some daily filling out of these pages as well, so you can also see what's going on as well. So I kind of did this as well for a few of my other bullet journal videos of me just filling it in daily to just show how I'm filling in and stuff, and it allows me to feel the need to fill in my bullet journal and to kind of show it the love that it deserves from spending all this time filling it in, drawing in it, and making it all nice and pretty. But these Prismacolor pencils really came in clutch this time round. I usually use like Crayola markers to do my bullet journals, but this time I thought, let's just go in with some colouring pencils. Let's just take it back to the beginning, and I really like how it came out. It came out really cartoony, and it came out really soft as well. I find when you use markers, it kind of comes out really bold and very full and very bright, which I wasn't really going for that for this particular spread. It was really hard for me to write down all the numbers in the different cracks in the mirror, but it actually did work out really, really nicely. Then at the bottom, I decided again with the Polaroid kind of theme of drawing some of the characters too here. I decided not to do facial features here just because it's a mood page, so maybe I choose the mood or I choose the facial features depending on the mood. So I just coloured them in really blank, and I think it fit the theme as well. And lastly, I decided to do my habit tracker and my health tracker on the same page, just because I only have 3 habits to track this month: reading, exercise, and eating healthy. That is all I'm going to be doing. I think me thinking about all these different habits I want to do, it just makes it really overwhelming, and then I don't get any of them done. So I'm just focused on 3 things I need to do. I want to read more, I want to exercise more, and I want to be healthy. And I'm just going to focus on that for the whole of September. I'm not going to give myself any more goals. And then I decided to have a really in-depth health part for me to track as well, because I do have quite a few different like health issues as well. So I just want to track that and see what symptoms I'm showing, and it can be a really good like help as well if I am going to the doctors. I'm saying, okay, well, I'm tracking this and this is what's going on. I guess it adds a little bit of legitimacy as well. So I'm doing that and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to let you watch the rest of this kind of in silence because I feel like I've talked a lot. But if you really like these kind of videos and you like what I'm talking about, or you like a different video on my channel, feel free to subscribe, to like, to share. I'm going to try to be as consistent as I can, because I always say this every August into September, but I will try to be as consistent as I can. It's something I really love doing. I love doing these bullet journals. I really love doing these videos, and I'm really grateful for all the people that have subscribed to me so far. Yes, 74 is a very small number, but it's good enough for me. I'm just really happy with showing my art and my progress and just how I'm getting on with my bullet journal or my colouring or my books. I just like showing it on social media. This is my safe space to do so. So make sure you like, you share, and anyone who'd be interested in these or even likes Totally Spies, have a look at my video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely September.